Hey, it's Robert Naini, your spray foam advisor. And this past week, I was having dinner with one of my buddies in Dallas, Texas. He runs a successful law firm there, Michael Uvallier Law. And we were talking about the concept of hiring people. Every business at some point gets to a point in their life, in their development, where they have to hire people. They have to bring on help to grow, to sustain their growth, to be able to manage their customers, to be able to be more successful. And this concept is important for both business owners and for employees, because we got down into the foundation, to the fundamentals of our philosophies and our theories about what makes a good hire and how do you find good people. So all of you business owners out there, all of you employees, in those two categories, that applies to everybody. So this is important for both of you. Ultimately, what we talked about was this concept, this idea. Obviously, we know that it's very difficult as business owners to find good help, to find good, consistent help that's willing to show up day in and day out and go through the difficulties, go through the challenges to be successful and to make your business successful. And so we talked about some ideas about how to do that process better. How do we hire better? How do we find people better? What's a better way to hire people and actually sift through all of the resumes that come in and all of the interviews that you have to do? And overriding, I think we came up with a pretty good philosophy, or a pretty good foundation for a philosophy. And that is that it's more important to hire based on character. And first and foremost, you can use character to create yes and no piles for people. And as you're going through, and it's going to be very difficult to do this from paper, you're going to have to, in many cases, you're going to have to talk to a lot of people to figure out who the right candidates are for your positions. But the idea ultimately is that when you hire for character, when you hire people that have a tradition, that have a consistency in making good decisions, when you hire people that regularly do well in their life, they make good decisions, they're fundamentally sound people, you trust them, you respect them. These are all qualities that we want in the people around us and our friends and our coworkers. You want to look for those same qualities in people that you hire, because you have to be able to trust people. You have to be able to take them at their word. You have to believe that they will hustle to get the job done. You have to believe that they won't cut corners, that they're in it for themselves, for their personal growth, for their development, as much as they are to help the business and help the others around them. So look for good character qualities. In my opinion, it's better to hire good character qualities and then train the items that you want for experience. Now, that's obviously not going to be 100% applicable in all situations. You're going to have to, figure out what situations are best for you to hire people with experience and to hire people without experience, or to train them in the job. I would much rather personally take, for example, in your business, hiring a spray foam applicator. I would much rather hire a person that has good fundamentals and background and good character, somebody that is trustworthy, somebody that's hard, that has a good work ethic, that's dedicated, that's loyal, that has a lot of qualities of just a good person. And maybe they have some auxiliary experience that's not directly related to spray foam. Maybe they have experience as a paint sprayer, or they have experience as a powder coater, or they have some type of transferable skills where they can use those skills to be good at spraying foam, but they don't necessarily have spray foam experience. I'd much rather hire that person than hire a person that has spray foam experience and bad character qualities, like they're distrustful, they're untrustworthy, there's something sketchy in their background, or something that doesn't seem right. They're not completely forthcoming with with who they are and what their situation is and how they go about life. I want to find good people that make good decisions in life, because if they're making good decisions in their personal life, then they're likely making good decisions in their business life as well. Those are the type of people that I want to hire. I'd much rather hire somebody with no spray foam experience and teach them everything. This does two things. A, it allows me to control their knowledge. It allows me to control their process and what they go through as they get better and get better. It primarily eliminates the risk of bringing bad habits. So if you've ever hired somebody with experience, sometimes you find out that they come on board and they have bad habits that they learned somewhere else. So they do things poorly from somewhere else, or they do things just flat out wrong from some past experience, and you have to break that habit and you have to retrain them anyway. So I'd rather hire somebody that doesn't have bad habits and train them on how I want them to do it. And additionally, hiring somebody with with good character qualities means I get the best out of a person, and I don't have to deal with the difficult choices that they make. I don't have to deal with them making bad choices and making bad decisions on a regular basis. Because if they're doing that in other positions, in other parts of their life, then they're likely going to do it while they're working for you. And this goes for you employees as well. You have to practice good character. You have to show good character. You have to be trustworthy. You have to be dedicated. You have to be a hard worker. You have to have good ethics to be effective and to be most effective in your decision making on a daily basis. And you have to show that to your future employers to build that trust, because ultimately when you're applying for a job, when you're trying to get a new position, you're in a sales role. So you have to build that trust, build that dynamic, build that relationship so that you're going to have a better job, a better chance of getting that position, of getting that job. So that's what I have to say about that. When you're looking for employees, and those of you that are employees, when you're looking for a job, focus on character qualities and transferable skills. Experience is less important, in my opinion. It's important, don't get me wrong. If you find somebody with great character and great experience, that's a person you want to hire. But if you have to choose between great character and experience, I'm going to choose great character and train them every single time. This is Robert Naini with Spray Foam Advisor. We'll see you on some more videos. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and catch us on some more blogs. If you haven't subscribed to our blog, make sure to do that at sprayfoamadvisor.com, and just be on the lookout for some more great content coming from Spray Foam Advisor and Robert Naini. Take care.